What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. With the brand new Silent Hill chapter being announced, I'm seeing a whole lot of different flying opinions. Some love it, some hate it. So I just kind of want to take this time to make this video and talk about how I feel about it. The good, the bad, the ugly, however you want to see it. I will say, one, I am a huge Silent Hill fan, so perhaps a little biased, but there are some things that I think could have gone differently here that perhaps could have helped this chapter out. One thing that is really standing out to me when I look at this chapter is people being overhyped, and I totally understand this because I was in that same boat. Like, out of all the chapters I wanted to see that I had written down, we were, theorizing on, had our tinfoil hats on for, Silent Hill never came up. Not once in that conversation. And although Silent Hill is really cool, it's an iconic gaming franchise. The thing is, nobody was expecting to go down that path. So when you're talking about things as big as Jason and Candyman and Xenomorphs and Pennywise, some massive movie IP characters that would have been incredible to see come to Dead by Daylight, and perhaps they still will in the future. But this was probably, in my opinion, this was the most hyped chapter in Dead by Daylight history. The build-up was incredible. The lack of leaks until the very last second was actually very impressive, because that's the first time we've ever really gotten this far without any leaks. There was just so much hype on it, and the coincidences that came along with it, like the 3-year anniversary of Friday the 13th, the game, the loss, all these things. There were just so many things going on that hyped the hell out of this chapter announcement. So when it ended up just being Silent Hill, and I don't want to say just being, like it's not good, but when it ends up being something that nobody even talked about or was looking forward to, per se, it causes this instant reaction as fans, like, oh, that's it? Oh, I'm underwhelmed. It creates an underwhelming effect, which I think if at any other time ever, honest to God, ever in Dead by Daylight history, if it was a Silent Hill chapter, nobody would be complaining. And I really do feel that way. I think what they're doing with this chapter is actually really great. It's just the hype that came with it. It's not like it's not like it's bad. It's just the hype that came with it caused a reaction that feels negative, despite it being a really cool chapter. I will say, Cheryl's not all that exciting, especially her perks. Her perks, I'm not really that big of a fan of. That's just me. But Pyramid Head, iconic character from the Silent Hill franchise, absolutely love seeing that. And the map, to me, I think this is the most beautiful, pristine, Easter egg filled map that Dead by Daylight has ever had. So in terms of that, beautiful. They absolutely nailed it. It's just, this chapter to me right now is being overlooked by that hype factor. But let's talk about like the Pyramid Head perks. I think two of the three I really like, and I think they can be really effective. It's not so much his perks that are the game changer, it's the way he plays. And he has the ability to do so many things. He basically has the ability to run Moris consistently as long as you're taking advantage of your torment effect. And that torment effect is unbelievable. You get to strategize with it and play it out and put it in certain areas and guard certain areas. And then once you get people to this torment effect, being able to hook them without taking any time to pick them up is so powerful. And then, like I said, you can instant kill them. You can basically Mori them after you get them to that struggle phase. Just an unbelievable ability that the Pyramid Head has. So I'm all for that. And then, of course, his range attack, the ability to put that huge-ass sword into the ground and shoot a direct forward through collision, through items and blockades, and be able to hit somebody with it from a range. The looping effect is pretty much non-existent with an ability like that. So Pyramid Head, I think he's going to get a bit of a nerf after this PTB. I don't know how drastic it'll be, but I think he's going to get a bit of a nerf after the PTB. And yeah, he's got the potential to be one of the best killers in the game. So, sure, maybe we're a little underwhelmed, or at least we were a little underwhelmed because of the hype that came with the build-up to this chapter reveal. And anybody that feels that way, I don't blame you whatsoever. I totally understand it. But behavior, this is probably the most polished chapter, other than Stranger Things maybe, that they've ever done. It is really unique, It's very cool. The map is beautiful. While maybe the survivor being Cheryl a little underwhelming, still an iconic character. Just doesn't have the best perks in the world is all. But Pyramid Head, I think they absolutely nailed, and I'm all for that as a Silent Hill OG fan since I played when I was a kid. Seeing it in a game like this now and continue to live on in 2020 is unbelievable. So, I don't know. That's like my thoughts. I really do dig this chapter, but it all just comes back to that underwhelming feeling that occurred during the 4-year anniversary stream. But I think this chapter is actually going to go on to be one of the most popular chapters, especially for those who like maining killers. I think those killer mains out there are definitely going to scoop this chapter on day one. And I'm telling you right now, I am too. I am too. And the thing is, new chapters are going to live on for a long time. And it's already looking like the next chapter is going to be another licensed chapter. So maybe some of that hype we had, some of that Candyman hype and things like that, maybe that'll all pay off at the end of the day come, September, October. We'll see what happens. All I know is I'm here for the long ride. I had an absolute blast playing with Pyramid Head so far in the PTB, and I can't wait to put him to the test when it comes to full live action on consoles. It's going to be a good time come June 16th. But, hey, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you one that doesn't like this chapter, not a Silent Hill fan, which is totally fine. If you can hate whatever you want. It's I'm going to quote Polyester here because I think he's right about this. If all of us like the same things, there wouldn't be menus in restaurants, right? We all like different things, and there's probably a lot of us out there that don't like this upcoming chapter. But if you don't like it, I'm curious to hear why you don't like it. And especially if you're a Silent Hill fan who doesn't like this chapter as well, I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. So hit down in the comments below, let me know your thoughts. But that is going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.